So now we're going to be talking about another made-up award. It's called the Breakout Player Award. Now you might be saying, isn't this just kind of like a Most Improved Player Award? But it's fucking not, okay? This is just someone who's going to have a season where they break out of whatever mold they're in, whether it's they just do really well. My pick for Breakout Player is going to be Joel Embiid. And you're going to be like, I'm sorry, what, bitch? And the reasoning is because one thing that has plagued Joel Embiid's career is the fact that he's like, JoJo the Clown and whatnot, and then when it comes down to winning time, he doesn't
Who
got
calls
shit.
him JoJo the Clown? I've never heard anyone call him JoJo the Clown. Is that
Excuse me?
I'm talking
yes, exactly. Let her speak.
Anyways, but so his drive and determination to win has been questioned, and I feel like that's going to change this season, and that's why he's going to be a breakout player, and you can all suck a dick. Thank you very much.
Yeah, people are fucking stupid. Can we talk about this? People are fucking stupid. People look at him and go, he's not motivated. And I just don't. He's just got terrible gym habits.
Isn't that the same thing?
And I think, I don't know. I think he can
Why
play.
Why did Kobe and Shaq break up?
But Shaq still won mad shit. Like, I just think the best thing that could have happened for them,
I know, but my point
for them was that they took fucking, oh my God, I can't even remember this fucking guy's name. I hate him so much. Who was their old head coach that's now Doc Rivers?
Brett Brown.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Brett Brown. Fucking, he's garbage. He's been garbage. I thought he should have been fired 3 years ago because they needed a better coach to make Embiid and Simmons mesh. And they got Doc Rivers. Now, Doc Rivers has been questioned for his finishing ability come playoff time on this show already. But what he does do is make his centers elite wherever he goes. He turned DeAndre Jordan into an all-star. He helped Kevin Garnett get to his only championship. And he's a guy who works really well with big men.
Kevin Garnett helped Doc Rivers get to his only championship. I think that's what you meant to say. It's fine. But I'm just being
that way, but at the end,
I'm just being dumb.
We are doing all of the Doc shade on this podcast.
And he plays.
Who, me?
Just us in general.
He helps these guys become better defenders, definitely.
I agree. He definitely gives them that grittiness.
That's what I'm saying. And I think, but for me, I just felt like Joel Embiid had broken out like a long time ago, which is why I thought, because I was like,
well, I disagree. Clearly.
Yeah. So Russ, who did you pick? I want to know who you think broke out. Or is gonna break out.
You're talking about, you think Trae Young on a 17-win team last year broke out?
You know what? I won't even say. Guys who are watching this video, please let us know what you think. Do you think Trae Young broke out last year? We're just curious. Averaging 30 and 11.
Did not break out last year at all, in my opinion. I think
we have superstar standards.
No, what does that mean? He had superstar standards. Superstar standards are you win basketball games, and he damn sure didn't do that. I see a lot of losses.
Wait, if we talking, I didn't know this was the win a lot of games award. I thought this was the breakout player. Like
to me, the breakout award means you're going to start. Lindsay, why did you pick Joel Embiid?
Because he's going to start winning more and caring about winning.
Oh, because he's going to start caring.
That's not my fault. That's not what the award is. That's not what it is.
Well, then Lindsay's Joel Embiid is wrong, and my Trae Young is wrong. But since that is what the award is, that's what we're doing. And Trae Young, absolutely, is going to break out this year and be one of. First of all, he's going to start in the All-Star game. That's a guarantee. Second of all, he's already one of like the most. People suck his dick like a lot, which is weird to me. It's something I didn't originally notice. And I think that's how you start becoming the breakout guy. But like, look at Kyrie Irving before somebody like LeBron James got there and he started winning. I think when Kyrie got with a guy like LeBron and started winning games, that's when he truly broke out. Even though he was doing highlight shit before that. This is why I think Trae Young is the shoo-in for breakout player. even though it's not really an award.
So, all right. So for me, and just to reiterate what Lindsay already said, so you break your mold. So to me, what it is you currently are molded as something. So whether you were a star, like a young star in the league, and then you finally become a superstar. Like that's how I look at a breakout season. Like Steph Curry's breakout season was probably 2014 when he went to the when they
went to the playoffs.
Went to the playoffs, and he did really good against the Spurs. But that was because it wasn't like he became. That's when he became a superstar. The reason Luka to us broke out last year was because he went from being a young star to a superstar in our mind.
And he went to the playoffs.
Sure, but that doesn't mean that's all right. So, who could I think of off the top of my head that'll be
putting your guy up right now that you have?
Yeah. So in my mind, Julius Randle is going to be that guy who goes from being just a normal guy, not really talked about, to a guy that people are going to call a superstar, or at least he might make an All-Star game this year.
You think so?
And yeah, I think I have him averaging like 25 and 12.
I hope so.
Like 4 assists
coming out of college, and I thought what happened to him. He broke his leg in his first game, right? Some shit like that. Yeah, because I remember when for the Lakers, his first game.
It was really early. I just don't know if it was the first game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was the first game.
It was like I felt like it was opening.
You might be able to look it up on his like
freaking.
Did it like pop out?
No, he like broke his leg. He was out for the whole first year. He was out for his whole original rookie campaign. He was a guy I watched take on triple teams in college, and I was like blown away by just like how physically dominant he was at a young age. And I really thought he was going to take the lead. Yeah, he played one game.
Oh yeah, he played one game. Okay, yeah.
It was the very first game. I knew it.
It was a while ago. And Kobe wasn't playing at that time. He was.
No, he was. He was there. He was definitely.
Oh, was he there?
Yeah, 100%.
How did I not remember this at all? Like I totally, it's not even in my mind.
Because it's specifically because that draft I was like super into for whatever reason. Some drafts I get into, some drafts I don't. But that draft I was super into because I really liked Randall and Jabari Parker and Wiggins. I'm pretty sure that was that draft with all those guys. Was in that.
Yeah, it might have been.
And I really thought he was going to be the biggest guy coming out of that. And it just never, he broke his leg and he never really recovered all the way. And it looks like now he's starting to get his swagger back. Like he signed with the Knicks last year. My least favorite team in all professional sports. And 20 points, right? Let me see. I missed the rebounds.
Yeah.
20 basically 20 and 10.
Yeah.
And they won how many games?
Like
I'm curious.
21, 22?
I wasn't even trying to do it to talk shit. I just
oh, that's games. Fine. That's fine.
21 and 45. One more than Trae Young. So I think if you think the Knicks are going to win more games, it'll be because of Julius Randle. And right now they're 500, right?
Yeah.
Like they're coached by Tom Thibodeau, right?
Yep.
They got good shit going their way. You know what I mean? Like it's not outlandish right now at this second, especially seeing what we've seen to start the year, to say that this team's starting to put something together.
And they got that Obi Toppin rookie dude.
Obi Toppin rookie dude.
Yeah.
Obi Toppin.
Obi Toppin, Obi Topin, I don't know.
25%. I ain't fucking with him. Fuck him. He shoots 25% of the league. I'm out on you.
Yeah. So the only thing is I truly don't think that someone can average. Well, two guys could be averaging over
7.5.
Yeah, I just don't think. That's what I'm saying. He reminds me of Lamar Odom a lot, but obviously a little bit better offensively. But
He's a
that's
little bit.
when
He's a little bit thicker, but like, and
yeah.
he plays more inside. But I understand what you're saying.
But he could dribble, like he could run the ball down the court. Like I know because I used to watch him in LA, and that was the first player he reminded me of
Yeah.
when I watched him. So but and my whole thing is I like with Lindsay's pick with Embiid. I actually thought about Embiid when I was thinking about this award, but then I was like, I just felt like it didn't make sense because I already feel like he was that play. He's already a star in our league, and I think he's a top 15 player in the league. So to me, it just doesn't make sense because that would mean he'd just have to go from 15 to 1 or something like that in order to really break out. But
well, hold on, time out. Hold that thought. What do you think about that one?
What do you mean?
Do you think he could go from top 15 to top 5 this season?
Yeah, I think so. I think that was my point.
Well, then it counts.
So who? All right. So who do we think he's going over? Because you got Bron, Giannis, Kawhi. I'm not gonna have KD in there because I still need to see more.
But he's in the mix. I know what you mean.
He's in the mix. You got who was my top 5 last year? I gotta like really think about. Like I want to say Luka, but Luka's not really in my top 5. I just feel like I'm.
A lot of people
maybe Embiid because Embiid's nice. He's dead nice. So I could see. I just don't know if he like everyone knows he's nice. It's not to me. Breakout is like when you go, oh wow, I didn't expect this from you. Like that's what a breakout is.
Yeah, but
to
me, like he's like that weird player that like everybody knows he's nice, but they're still like questioning him, and that's why I feel like that it still fits.
Yeah, like for me, if we're talking about playoff breakouts, I definitely would go Embiid for sure. Like but I think honestly they're two different things. The way you guys are talking about
their problems for the 76ers have always been brought up during the regular season where they start worrying about the chemistry between him and Ben Simmons and all this stuff inside the whatever. And he gets questioned throughout his regular season, and I feel like maybe this season that's not gonna happen and he's just gonna like put his whole dick on people.
And actually work out and stuff. Like,
that would be a
do
plus
his fucking
as well.
job. Like he's one of those guys that would work. That is perfectly on the Kobe would hate playing with him radar.
Ooh, maybe not. Maybe not. I think he just needs the right people in his ear. Like, what if I don't know? This is like a hypothetical thing in my head, but I feel like because of Doc Rivers now being the head coach, I feel like he should have a phone line to Kevin Garnett at any point. And I don't know if that's a real thing. I don't know if that's a real thing. We brought it up earlier. But, like, if that guy is in Joel Embiid's ear, the sky's the limit. Because that's all he really needs is somebody to keep his ass in gear.
Yeah.
Like, Kendrick Perkins is a good example of that. KG was his teammate. Kendrick Perkins was his best with the Celtics because he was in shape and he was on the floor most of the time. And they had the mentality, and that's what he's missing is that last piece of the puzzle that I think partially comes with age. Like KG didn't reach that point until his late 20s. Like he was always super passionate, but he had to get to a certain point to, really, get to the next level of becoming a champion.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see that. And I just think Trae Young's in an awesome position to, like, he might average more than 30. He's getting, like, all kinds of foul calls already this season, which is super interesting.
Yeah. To go back to your Trae Young point when you say that a lot of people suck his dick, you know why, right? It's because he's in Atlanta. Like, he's, and this is true, like, they look at him as like a Michael Vick kind of guy. Like, this is true. No, this has actually been talked about.
Just like as like the guy, the player, the athlete from Atlanta.
Like that.
Like right now, it's Julio Jones in all of sports. It's probably the guy for Atlanta.
No, but he's not as
flashy.
Cultivate. I want to say it's like cultivating. Like what Michael Vick like has the electricity. Like he's not as electric. Like Julio Jones is more of like a guy that's coming in doing his job. Like Michael Vick was like the splash,
no, yeah. But he was also the
electrifying
face of the league. He was also the face of the league. Like I would compare Michael Vick and Allen Iverson. Like those two. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's how Atlanta looks at this kid. Like,
okay.
Like you got like rappers who like talk about him, and like hip hop, like sports and hip hop go hand in hand a lot.
Sure.
And like most rappers talk about Trae Young in their so like that's what I'm talking about in that sense.
But
so that's why a lot of people.
Yeah, but I don't think he's warranted that.
Well, of course not. He hasn't done shit.
And that's why I think he's going to be Breakout Player of the Year, because or win that faux award, because I think they'll make the playoffs. They're going to be on national TV a lot, and I think they're relatively deep. They put up 141 points in a loss, the game we're watching right now, and like I don't know, he runs the show in that situation. Like, so I could totally see it. And that's the difference to me. He's going to go from winning 20 games to, in the 70 game, he'll probably win about 40 games, I think, or more, 40, 45.
And it will all because of his anime hairstyle.
But that's interesting. The Michael Vick, Allen Iverson thing is one that I hadn't really thought about. But like, I just kind of, because of his play and his game, I think of him as like a young, like Curry, but with a childish Curry.
Yeah, in terms of their actual games, of course, like that's I'm pretty sure that's who he watched when he was playing. But in terms of like how they talk about him and look at, like that's the, like in Atlanta, that figure before him would be Michael Vick.
Interesting. So he's up to that level. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so where at least, especially like in the hip hop shit world. Like,
that's interesting as fuck. I didn't know.